with Tiffany Haddish. Her new show, The After Party, premieres this Friday on Apple TV+. The show takes place on the night of a high school reunion. Have you ever gone back to your high school reunion or gone to one?
Oh, definitely. I've been to my high school reunions. This how you know you made it, Jimmy. They schedule the reunions around my schedule. They call it like, Tiffany, are you coming to the reunion? I'm like, when is it? When is it? They're like, when are you available? She made it. She ready. Okay, so here are my days. We even had one of the reunions, our 15 reunion of year 15. We had it at the comedy club. I was like, ooh, that night I got to do a show. They was like, where's the show at? I was like, Flappers in Burbank. They were like, that's where the reunion will be.
No way. So you got to see everyone from your high school in the crowd?
Yeah, it was everybody from high school, so it kind of turned into like an impromptu roast.
Yeah,
so it was good.
I've done that too. I remember doing stand-up, and my principal came to see me do stand-up, and I was like, and he was like, hi, you remember me or whatever? And I go, oh my, yeah. And then I was like, I don't have any material to make fun of you, but I will. I didn't have no material about the principal. He liked me. He was great. I was like the kid in school that if I would get in trouble, and then the principal would be like, what'd you do? I go, I made a joke or something. He's like, oh, do you want to go to detention? I go, sure. Yeah, we just had a deal. We had an understanding. I was hanging out in the office, and I would go to the principal's office and just say, what's up, and hang out.
My principal, let me tell you something. When I was in school, I used to get sent to the principal's office often. But see, I was a businesswoman. And one day I got sent to the principal's office because I decided to quit being a mascot. And they needed me back on the field because the numbers was dropping low, the morale was dropping low. And so we had negotiated a deal because I would throw out candy and I would get the candy from my homegirl who worked at the 99-cent store, right? And so, and she owed me some favors because I would babysit or whatever. But anyways, I told him, look, I can't get back on the field unless I get paid because I need a boyfriend. I don't have no boyfriend. I need to get my hair done and my nails done so I can get a boyfriend. And then he was like, I can't pay you to be a mascot. I said, well, look, we got to figure out something. So by the time we finished negotiating, you know, I was making about, you know, $50 to $100 a game.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Now, you were the mascot of the team. What was it? What was the mascot? What was it?
Oh, it was a conquistador. I was a Spanish soldier, darling. Wow. Full guard.
Wow, the conquistador. And you had to wear a full costume and everything?
Yeah, I wore the full costume, but I did not wear the head because the head, it was an old costume. You know, the school was built in the 50s. I graduated in the 1990s, 1900s. Anyways, the head was not a good smell, so I didn't wear the head. It was full costume, but my head. So, and I was the only talking mascot in the valley. I'd be like, Elko, what? And everybody be like, me, no. I went to El Camino Real, so. Yeah. Elko, what? Me, no. Who, no? We know, baby.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the after party. It's on this Friday, Apple TV+. How do we set it up for everybody? What do we say?
So if you love to play the game Clue, right? Remember the game Clue?
Of course, love it.
So it's a mystery show, and every episode is a different genre of TV and movie. So the first episode is the rom-com, and another episode is a thriller or action, and you know, it's just fun. It's just a really fun show. Show them the clip. Show them the clip.
There we go. Yeah, I want to show you the clip. Here's Tiffany Haddish in The After Party. Take a look at this.
Colt, good. I need somebody to...
Captain called me.
Really? I didn't know you guys were friends.
Oh, we're not. He just wanted me to hear it directly from him that this is not our case. He only wanted us to collect witness statements until Jermaine got here.
Okay, so that is basically what he said to me as well, but look, I can crack this thing, okay?
You lied to me.
You're being dramatic.
Do not call me dramatic.
It's cool. Look, if I don't solve this case, I promise you I will take the rap. I will not let any harm come to you. But this ringer guy that's coming, I know him, and he will this up. Now, I'm not asking you to help me. I'm just asking you to not help me, okay?
Yeah, I'm just asking you to not. Tiffany Haddish, everybody. The After Party premieres Friday on Apple TV+. We love you, bud. Hey, hey.